I suppose once the driver got my FD endorsement. Them folk take all good. I just go early in the morning. I like these people don't take all day. Cause I had overstuck and then I forgot I had Bible study. I mean this morning. But I ain't got Bible study.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. Alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Subscribers on YouTube.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night.
If you hit 10 million
Some
subscribers on YouTube, I'll
more than
get
others.
paid.
And the wounds
For
of
sure.
the pain.
I think,
They
no,
are
actually, I
quick
think
to eat.
all, like the regular
Which is why
applications
we
that I
must give them
saw,
all the time they need.
when I was doing my YouTube, they say you have to hit 3 million. You have to have 3,600,000
Just as
subscribers.
I must give you the
And
time
you must
you
have
need
like
to
3
recuperate.
videos uploaded
Good day,
at
Clive.
least
Good day.
at least 90 days, and then you have to have like
Gav will be back soon.
almost
I
2,000
should get
watch
some rest while I
hours
can.
and something like that. But it's never too late to do YouTube, man. You can do anything on YouTube. Get you a really good thumbnail, chop up the video, make it look pretty and nice.
Not
Look
back a
nuts.
blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive.
Trust me, people gonna watch your
Goes well with
stuff,
the scout.
especially if you got good
I'd had that
positive
brand
energy.
for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Man, don't be afraid, man. Go ahead and do your YouTube thing. Those subscribers. Because once you get 10 million, 3 million, man, you in there.
Have you been to the toll?
Just be careful what you upload, though, because YouTube is very sensitive about that shit. Like, if I get 3 million, trust me, I won't upload that crazy amount of stuff. I'll be just doing walkthroughs for the rest of my life. Reaction videos.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied
See what he's doing for Corey Kenshin. Corey Kenshin's in Hollywood
trouble
now.
us.
Good news, then.
He got the call from a Hollywood director. He said, man, we need you in this movie.
This is our chance. The one we've been waiting
Yeah,
for.
like right now.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out.
Yeah, you know, keep on that grind on your YouTube and pray I hope you get a lot of views.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
This might match me to be uploading like 3
I know he
hours
will.
of freaking
And we must be
gameplay.
ready when he does.
I was like, bro, there's no way somebody sitting there watching like Final Fantasy 15. They want to watch a walkthrough. At least I would. I'm not watching a 3-hour video.
To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. blood would make Martha leave the rest.
Damn. Alright, let's go. My boy just said this is a dead end.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now
Must hit
she's
700
missing.
subscribers.
If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But
I'm
if
almost
this
done
is
with
as
Last
bad
of Us
as I
too,
think
so.
it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
And how may I assist you today? Allow me to educate you. One must understand one's place in the world. I have the details here.
So wait, his mom is still alive, right? His mother. I don't know if she's. Oh yeah, here she is. These are the people she's with. I'm pretty sure his younger brother knows his mom is corrupted too. She tried to set them up too. So, which is probably why he went hiding too, because his
Very
mom
good.
is just after the Phoenix. Oh. That's why his brother probably stayed hidden. That mama crazy, man. Mama crazy as hell. But little did she know her oldest son was born with an icon inside of him as well, the dumb nigga. Now, what's the mission? Why did you forget?
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'll stay where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the
Right,
Imperials descended
demons.
like a storm. No one was spared
You
their
go,
fury.
you right quick about this cutscene.
Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
That was the first cutscene ever. I go to the bed. You know, man, I cut it out. It'll tell me how long I've been gone.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The gap.
I don't know. King got it. We have to go down this way. Locked down. Accessible. Okay, so you got.
Harrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
My boy said, can you go after Chuckabuzz? I'm like, nah, but ain't. Apparently the Chuckabuzz are enemy in this game.
Look.
See them in the wild.
Ahead.
They'll fight you too.
Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields? Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
The Empire don't care. Oh, his name Mom. But it is his mom tried to kill them. And she's part of the empire. But we won't know until we get there and find out.
This one. So well.
Look at your checkerboard right there. Came out of them.
Company.
All yours, Torgal.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Where's the enemy at? Nah, fuck. He said, oh, fuck.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
I don't think they care. I'm going to comment
this one.
Or just lay on the ground while I beat him to death.
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Word. Maybe still alive. Dead.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Cid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Cid! Where are you? Cid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot were still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
This one. Torgal. What am I saying? Of course it has. I can't go on.
Oh. That's a one-shot kill? Oh, nah, fam.
Try not to move.
It one-shotted you? Yes. Whatever that move was, it just shot at us. One-shots kills.
How do? Take care out there, eh?
And they called themselves our
Look sharp!
I know to dodge that move.
Thank you, Founder.
Oh yeah, we must definitely kill this thing. 100%. That move caught me off guard. That was... Where's it going? What the?
This one. Get him. Over here.
Game cheated.
Attack.
Try this again. On the bounty. I got one shot it earlier. Then he hit me with a spell that one shot. I was like, oh, what the hell is this?
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, now you dead. Yeah. Good boy.
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Right back there instead of just running all the way back there.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers. What in the world is going on?
No. Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde.
Right next to these guys, what the hell?
We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Careful!
Justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
No good weapon. We're even. And they might say, you ain't selling no good weapon.
Keep to the roads now.
Oh yeah, it's time.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
Look, that's...
You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
I was
Or their
supposed to see
hundreds
this when
of
I'm playing
legions.
playthroughs.
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Wait. Back this way. Speak with several of the village.
Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
We're not alone.
Ever since the Hulk, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? Why are crystals closed?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. Sickle! This one! Over here! More of my mother's men. Get him! All yours, Torgal. This one. This one. Over here! Go, Over here! It's over! This might take a while. This one.
They're infected or?
Ellie, your mask. Here, we can share mine.
No!
What?
Don't take it off!
Stop, Ellie, stop! What? No! Ellie, no!
Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, do you see? Fuck. Dina. Shit. Can you run?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's fucking go!
Oh, she never told Dina.
Go. Don't! Run, Dina!
Ellie!
Oh my god, too many
Right
people.
here! Don't slow down!
This way! Hurry! Fuck! Go
Shadows
right!
too.
Come on!
Wrong with her. She's pregnant. For real? When you're pregnant, you have a baby in your stomach, you can't really move around.
Hey. What do you say we rest in that theater? That sounds so fucking good. Almost there.
It's like Edit didn't tell her she was immune. She didn't tell her she was pregnant. Damn.
I got you. Here. Got it? We're good. Come on. You want to tell me what's going on with you?
What's going on with me? Ellie, I just saw you breathe spores.
I told you. I'm immune.
Okay, you're immune? Come on.
I was bitten a long time ago.
The fuck are you talking about?
I was bitten and nothing happened.